Hello, I'm Bonnie Hines. I'm happy to be here virtually today to introduce the Frozen Food Challenge. This challenge is all about preserving freshness of multi-component frozen foods. I'm here on behalf of Schwan's. As background, Schwan's is a Minnesota-based business that manufactures and markets several popular frozen food brands, including Freshness, Red Baron, and Tony's Pizzas, Edwards Cream Pies, and Pagoda Egg Rolls. Moving on to our challenge of preserving freshness in multi-component frozen foods such as pizza and egg rolls. The current situation is that multi-component food products such as pizza and egg rolls often include ingredients that have very different moisture levels. Although freezing helps to prevent most of the moisture migration between components, there's still a small amount of moisture migration that causes noticeable difference in product freshness over shelf life. For instance, at typical distribution and shipping temperatures of 0 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit, there is a small amount of water that still remains in the liquid state and is not frozen. This liquid is mobile and can cause issues throughout the frozen shelf life. Temperature abuse also leads to moisture evaporation and then subsequent surface condensation where you don't want it. This temperature abuse can come from defrost cycles on the trucks, defrost cycles at the distribution centers, and then also the temperature abuse that products see as they make their way from the grocery store to a consumer home. And even typical freezers in the consumer home have defrost cycles that will exacerbate this moisture migration. It's even more pronounced in packages that are MAP packaged. So when there's modified atmosphere and there's a larger headspace, there's more headspace for the evaporation to occur. And so freezer burn is typically worse in a MAP package. And then another attribute that we deal with is the degradation of sauce flavor over time. This happens, there are several things that happen during that degradation. There might be a slight browning of the sauce from an oxidative reaction. There are some fermentation flavor notes that develop over time during the frozen storage. And then the sauce kind of disappears on the crust. It either wicks into the crust or wicks into other components of the pizza. And so these are all of the problems that we're trying to solve by on our multi-component food products through shelf life and improving the freshness of those products. So the solutions that come forward must have pronounceable pantry-friendly ingredient lines. The solutions must be able to sustain performance over a 6-month storage period at 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Things that we're not interested in and are out of scope are decreasing the moisture content of some of the high moisture components such as sauce, lowering storage temperature throughout the supply chain, and any allergens beyond wheat and dairy. I look forward to hearing what solutions you might bring forward. Thank you for your consideration.